Hello, hello, hello. Let's pretend we're on the phone. Hi, how are you? That's right, today we are filming on the floor because the floor, it's just a vibe. It's truly just a vibe. And also, I'm not using my camera this time because I don't think I'm going to use the camera until I buy a new camera. I don't like that it just stops recording randomly. Really pisses me off. So until I can get a camera that can record, until I tell it to stop recording, it's gonna be back on my phone, which means we're gonna have to be closer because microphone until I buy a microphone. So when I buy a microphone, then ignore everything I'm saying. But I don't have a microphone yet, so we understand the problem. And I don't have a microphone yet because microphones are expensive. I had a microphone from a place from Amazon, and then it stopped connecting to my Bluetooth, and I never knew why. So I just eventually threw it away, which probably I shouldn't have done. Maybe I should have called the company or something and see if that would have worked out. I don't know. Maybe I think the microphone was only $10, so it's not like I was gonna cry over it. It was just annoying. Cal, that's not your water. Okay. I love being down here because I'm so close to Cal, and I usually also have my heater on. I'm sitting right in front of my heater right now, and I just sit in front of my heater every morning and every night. On the floor, I have a little pillow I'm sitting on, and I just sit in front of the heater, and it's like my personal little sauna, and it makes me feel like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. That's so dramatic. But yeah, I just have the heat on so high, and I sit in front of it until my legs are be born, and then I step away, and then I get back, and then I step away, and then I come back, and then I step away. Because as soon as you step away from the heater, it's like, whoa, ooh, I'm so cold. What am I gonna do? Even when it's hot outside, I'll still do that heater. I can't sleep with the heater though because it's so loud. I'm never on my bed and really allowing the heater to stay on because now it's so loud. And it's March now. Well, it's March 1st. Happy March 1st. So it's kind of warmer now where I am, but not super warm. Hence the sauna. I don't know. Maybe this is just a habit I have now, and maybe who knows? Maybe in this summer I'll still be doing this habit. Anyways, as you guys know, the date never happened, which sucks. And I did my eyebrows, and I got rid of my mustache. If you're listening to this, I'm showing people my mustache right now. Well, the non-existent mustache. I got rid of all that stuff for the date, for nothing. Okay, so I wish my mustache was still here for something to look forward to. Because sometimes, I look forward to prettying myself up. And now I'm like, okay, now I look so pretty and gorgeous and amazing and hot and sexy for no reason. I even did my nails. I'm joking. I didn't do my nails for him. I did push my cuticles back for him. I did my nails because I have a wedding to go to soon. And I can't wait. It's my dear, dear friend. And she's getting married to another dear, dear friend. And it's just well, I love weddings. I truly do. I'm definitely the crier at the wedding. And I'm going to be crying at this wedding as well. So that's pretty much what I did today. I just went wedding stuff shopping, just errands, running errands with the bride to be, which has been fun. And also great because now it gave me a great excuse to not do any of my homework, which I desperately need to do. Oh my God. Is it my fault that homework is so fucking lame? I'm so over it. I don't know. Maybe it's the senior slowness or whatever they call it. Because a part of me is I only have 2 weeks left and you still want me to turn something in? Really? What do you need? What do you need from me? You need a script? How many pages? 35. Well, I've got 8. So how are you for that? And as we know, I'm not working much. So now I'm just sitting with my thoughts. And I just sit and I scroll through TikTok over and over and over again. I think I'm going to have to delete TikTok. I really do. More harm than good, honestly. But it's... Cow. Get down. Okay. He loves scratching up my vintage chair. Yeah, vintage. I said it. I'm bougie. It was $50 or something. Crazy like that. And I do love this chair if he would stop fucking scratching on it all day. But yeah, TikTok's no good. I just go to TikTok over and over and over again, and I see sad things and I cry, and then I see happy things and I cry. And I think the crying and the TikTok may be separate, but since I'm on TikTok so much, it collides a lot. I happen to cry while on TikTok. That's the thing about crying, or about like whatever what I'm going through. So anytime they're like, "Hey, how are you? How you doing?" Because a lot of my friends now I don't see as often as I wish I did. Maybe once a week, maybe like once every 3 weeks, which always sucks. And they're always like, "Oh my gosh, how are you?" Because we used to work together, so we used to see each other every other day. And they're like, "Hi, how are you doing? What's up?" And how you're supposed to just say, "Oh, I'm fine, it's whatever." Before, since it's my friends, I'm like, "Oh, not good." But I'm kind of over the whole saying not good, because I feel like saying not good is cute when it eventually becomes good. And now that I'm still not good, I'm like, okay, well, I think I'm just gonna have to get over it. I think I'm just gonna continue to go around and say, "Oh, I'm fine, how are you?" And just be done with it. Because I don't see any change happening anytime soon. I'm looking for apartments and stuff. I may stay with these roommates and move to a different place. But if I do that, I'm just going to be living in a living room, which would be very interesting because that means I'll have no privacy for like 6 months. Or I could just move to Boston sooner than that. Or I can find an apartment, stay in Savannah, and finish off my time in Savannah, like maybe another year or something. But then that would be more money, and I need to desperately find money. And I need to also just even think, like, what difference does it make? Whether I move, whether I stay here. Like, I don't know. I'm really at the point in my life where I'm just like, goodness gracious, I need everything to work out because there is no backup plan, and there's nothing else I like more. Yes, Cal, I know. And truly, I'm kind of ready to just fall into a lot of money. Like, if money was no longer an issue, I think my life would be so much easier. And I think that's most people's lives. But, I'm talking about me right now. It's pretend we're on the phone, you and I, not some random stranger. Damn, let me talk about myself for a little bit. But yeah. So I have to figure out, like, what I'm doing afterwards. Truly and totally, I can't even make this joke. But if you feel me, you feel me. Because that could be a good plan. Well, I'm thinking in the back of my head. But some people could be possibly upset about that. So we're not going to follow through. We're just going to move to Boston and hope for the best. What's in Boston? What's in Boston? Everyone keeps asking me that, as if Boston isn't I assume Boston was a pretty big thing, right? Isn't Boston Boston? Why are you asking me what's in Boston? It's Boston, okay? Goodness gracious, what's in Boston? Cheaper prices than New York and LA, bitch. That's what's in Boston. Maybe, and you can write and for plays and shit. That's what's in Boston, playwriting and stuff. Hopefully. Or I could go to Colorado. Now, Colorado, the mountains, I think that could be very pretty. I can imagine, like, falling in love in Colorado. That's what I always say. I'm like, can I fall in love there? I don't think I could fall in love in New York, which is why I think I need to fall in love soon, and then I can move to New York. Same thing for LA. I don't think I'm going to fall in love in LA. I need to fall in love somewhere else first, and then we can move to LA. But Colorado, I think I can fall in love in Colorado. I think I could fall in love in Boston. It's certain places of Boston. The real dream is to fall in love in Bali. Goodness gracious, I've been looking at the prices of Bali recently, and everything is so cheap in comparison to like Savannah, Georgia. That's why I'm comparing it against, right? Because this is the only place I've seriously paid bills and stuff. So it's like 50% difference. So literally half the fucking price to live in Bali than here. So I really just need to get a visa and move to Bali and like hope it works. I swear on my fucking life, if I could get this podcast to pay my bills, I don't know how podcasters do it. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know what crack they're doing, selling to make people just want to listen to you for so long. Because I'm gonna be honest to you guys, I don't be listening to podcasts. No, I'll listen to like Trisha Paytas. I'll listen to Cancelled. I'll listen to like I'll listen to Serial Killers, and I'll listen to shoot. I can't think of the name right now, but it's like low key NPR, not NPR, but like, you know, that vibe. So those are my vibes, but I'm not an avid podcast listener to any of those. I really am not. It's like if I'm in a long drive, maybe I'll turn one of these in, and I only turn them on because now music is getting so annoying. That's something I've realized recently as well. Entertainment has been less and less interesting to me. Like, I'll rewatch the same YouTube videos. I'll rewatch the same TV shows. I'll watch a YouTube video maybe halfway. Maybe I'll get back to it. I think it's because I haven't been doing my makeup and stuff, and I used to do like my makeup every day, and that's what I would do, is like listen to YouTube. Now that I'm not doing that, I'm not on YouTube anymore. And then watching TV, it's like I'd rather watch my comfort shows than start something new. And then movies, I do want to really start watching new movies, but whenever I watch a movie, I like to give it my full attention. And recently, I just don't think I have the energy to do my full attention. I think I need to watch movies with people. Like, if I could have a movie night with a friend, that would work out. Like, okay, today we're going to watch 5 movies, which is what I'm planning to do tomorrow. I'm going to try to watch all these fucking Oscar movies. Say a little prayer for me. And figure it out that way. Like, I don't know. Nothing's been interesting to me. I'm just like, I'm really not finding much joy in what I do, which sucks. It really does suck, because I wish I was happy. Like, I'm like looking forward to, you know, graduation, 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks, and I'll be done from school. And I'm really like, I don't know. I kind of got bored. I was excited about graduation maybe a month ago, but now that's coming so soon. I'm like, okay. Anyways, what am I going to do the day of graduation? I'm going to go to school. I'm going to be like, okay, thank you. I'm going to go home. And that's literally it. And then I'll have to find a new job and find a new place to live and all that other stuff. So it's like less fun and more just, you know, life goes on, unfortunately. So we have to find fucking bullshit to do. Truly, that's what this is. Bullshit. That's what life feels like, right? You're just, you know, side quest over and over and over again. Because the main quest, well, that's just becoming more and more expensive. Oh, you have to move to LA. Okay, well, never mind. I'll save that dream for some later. I'll do these fun little side quests because I'm learning. Life's about the journey. It's about the journey. Let's grow up a little bit. Life's about the journey, not the destination. Okay, why were you walking there then? Huh? Even imagine going hiking, right? To go hiking. At the end of the trail, isn't there usually a beautiful place to stop and watch scenery? So yeah, you kind of did the whole journey for the destination, didn't you? And then when you're walking back to your fucking car. So once again, the destination's kind of pretty important, don't you think? Please. That's why I care about the journey. You have to struggle to get there. You know, you're supposed to learn something. I've learned enough, I feel. I think I know everything I need to know, and I don't feel like knowing anything more. Is that okay? Is that all right? No, it's not, because I've read the stuff I've written before. So, pretty shitty, pretty awful. So maybe, you know, life has to hit me a couple more times. Hit me. I've gone through so much. I know. I'm literally wearing a Palestine sweater. I've gone through so much, haven't I? Anyways, I've got 13 minutes in. Goodness gracious, I need to find a way to fill up more time. Okay, let me tell you guys a story. And this is humiliating. Wait, let me think of what story. There's going to be okay, I told you that story last time, so I'm going to tell you a new story. I was on my period, right? I don't go grocery shopping often. This is important. I don't be going grocery shopping. I do need to. I just don't, because I don't have money like that. And when I do have money, I'd rather spend it on fun things like DoorDash. Yes, I did delete DoorDash from my phone because that was really going to kill me one day. But I don't go grocery shopping. And usually it's like I'll survive, right? Until my period comes. I usually have enough stuff to follow me over. I ran out of tampons, whatever. Fine, I'll wear a pad. Okay, now I'm running out of pads. Do you want to put the menstrual cup in? Ugh. That challenge? I don't think so. Not today. We're going to just throw the pad on. Well, you only have 2. And I know my day. So this is pretty much my last day. Because after the pad, I have like literal liners that you can wear like on the last day or when you're spotting. Okay, TMI, but we're all adults, aren't we? So I have these 2 pads and I'm like, okay, well, one for the day and then one for the night. It'll be fine. You don't have a crazy heavy heavy flow. Because I don't. But I guess usually I don't, I guess I probably do use more than 1 pad throughout the day, don't I? Like, I don't know. I truly don't know what I was thinking. I do know what I was thinking. I was thinking, I'm not going to the grocery store today. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you cannot make me go to this grocery store. And it was fine back when I would if I walked to Walgreens, obviously, before I go home, I'm going to buy a pad. When I walked to H&M, across the street was a Walgreens. So once again, I'll just buy a pad. But then at this point, I wasn't walking anywhere. I'm just going to school. I'll figure it out. I think I went somewhere else for an interview, but it wasn't like all that deep to me. It wasn't, I don't know. Actually, I went to this interview. I did pass a CVS. What was I thinking? Now I'm running out of excuses, aren't I? So the point is, I'm suffering through 1 pad. I take my naproxen. I pretty much forget I'm even on my period. And then I go to class, and this is my mistake. I should have just changed the pad by then, but I forgot. I wasn't thinking. I just was like, oh, well, the class is 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Go on. You'll survive. So I go to class, and I'm readjusting my seat, and now my naproxen's falling off. I'm getting a headache. I'm getting cramps. I'm moving around. There's such a long class, and I hate this class. And then I get up, and when you just readjust like this, and when I get back down, I feel a bubble. A period blood bubble. I think that means your pad has soaked up as much as you can. Everything else is just going to sit right there on top. And I just moved it around. And so I can feel it trail up my, butt or past the pad. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is borderline this is above my booty crack. How did you get all the way up there? It's fine. It's whatever. It's it can't be that crazy. It can't be that crazy. Okay, I'll just wait till class ends. Class gets up. First one up. Okay, thank you. Bye. Walk. And my bag, I don't really wear a backpack. I just throw this thing on my shoulder. Because every time I see people with a backpack, I'm like, what's all in there? It's just college. Throw your notebook in there and a laptop. I don't know. Tote bags are so much easier. And this one isn't a tote bag. It has more structure in it. It's an old Coach bag my mom had. And I'm like, this is easy. It's duh, just throw that on. But that unfortunately means with a backpack, you can just hang the bag low. See, the backpack's genius because you hang the bag low, you're covering the stain. A little side bag, a tote bag, what are you going to do? You're going to walk around with it behind your back? People are going to know. And this is the other thing. As an adult now, I know no one's going to point and laugh and be like, she's on your period. You're not in middle school. You don't need to be afraid of middle school boys making fun of you. We're adults now. If a boy looks at you and he's like, the worst that's going to happen is he's going to come up to you and say, hey, I think you started your period. He probably wouldn't say period, but he's like, hey, I just want to know, you got a stain. Same thing with the girls. The girls would be like, hey, girl, do you need a pad? Or, what? No need to be afraid of people making fun of you. Because they're not going to make fun of you. Worst comes to worst. They're going to be like, did you see that girl with the period stain? Oh my God. Oh, that's so sad. I know. That's so sad. No one's making fun of you. No one's making fun of you. But that doesn't mean you want to walk around with a stain. And so in my head, I was just like, I don't want anyone to stop me. Because I know they're not going to say anything mean. But even if they say something nice, a part of me is like, yeah, but I don't want you to see me this way. So I need to run to my house and be done with this. Luckily, this is a late class, right? It ends at 7:30. So when it's outside, it's dark outside. Okay, no one's going to see outside. But first, you have to make it outside. We released class 5-10 minutes early, maybe, this day. And I'm like, okay, shoot. No one's in the hall yet. If I run downstairs, because I'm on the 2nd floor. So I'm like, if I run downstairs and make it out, maybe no one will see me. But I'm like, people in my class, since I'm the first one out, they're all leaving too. They're going to see me. The security guards are going to see me. If a lot of people's classes stop early as well, everyone else is going to see me. I'm going to get caught in the hot haywire, and I can't let anyone stop me. Because if one person stops me and say, hey, girl, because now I'm stuck here longer, and I don't want your tampon, and I don't want your pad, because the stain's still there, bitch. So what do? I'm walking. And I have a long short on, right? So I just pat down my short and I'm like, let's just feel. This way I can feel, what's going on. Good. And right? So I go down and usually when you have a stain, it's not like randomly on your butt crack, because that's not where your vagina is. It's between your legs, so people can't see it all that well. It's really not crazy noticeable unless if you like, doing this or something crazy. But mine had bubbled up, remember? So I check my short and I'm patting it down and I feel wet. And I'm like, oh, that's wet. That's wet. What the fuck? And I pull my finger back up and what? Blood. Blood. Oh my God. Oh my God. I need you. I need somebody. Kill me. Okay. And I take the blood. No, I don't know. So I went to the bathroom now. I'm like, okay, bathroom's opposite way of the exit. Okay, went to the bathroom. And I'm like, okay. Luckily today I wore a sports bra. I almost never wear sports bras. I usually wear tiny little see-through fucking lacy bras. I'm so sexy. But today I was like, I don't want anything on me right now. I'll just throw a sports bra on because I'm on my period. So in a way, this is a good thing. So I take my shirt off. I'm like, maybe the outfit today was just a sports bra. Like a sports bra can also be a top. And it's a button-up short. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is a style. And I tie the short around my pants as if it's like an outfit. Mind you, it's dark outside and it's fucking cold. So I leave that and I walk and I'm like, now, race against time. I'm running, not literally, but I might as well. I'm walking really fast. I'm pushing past people. I'm like, get out of the fucking way. And so I leave. And I make it out, and I'm outside, and I call my mom. And I'm like, you would not. First, I call my sister. She doesn't even fucking answer. So then I call my mom. I'm like, you would not believe what happened. She's like, what? And I'm like, Mom, I said that I'm period. And she's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry too. And I walk back to my house, kind of shivering in my little bra, thinking, I wonder how many people saw. If anyone saw, no one said anything. So hallelujah, hallelujah. That's all I want. Pretend I don't exist. I don't like being perceived unless if I want to be perceived. And when I am being perceived, I'd rather it be like, I don't know. I don't talk much. Which is ironic, I know. But no, I really don't like, if I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of people I don't know, I'm not the person that's going to start a conversation. I'm just not. I do not have like a crazy amount of friends or anything like that. I'm so shy. I'm so shy. And it's because I don't have anything to say. I truly do think of myself as a people pleaser at this stage of my life. And so until you give me a way to please you, I don't really have anything to say. Is that crazy? It's like as soon as you say you want something, oh, well, I have this extra Coca-Cola. Do you want it? Like, I don't know, something, actually not Coca-Cola. But you know what I'm saying? Like, do you want this water bottle I didn't drink? Like, I don't know. If I can find something to give someone or beg, like, I'm definitely a gift giver. I'm definitely, like, that kind of way. How did I get there? How did we talk from that to the other place? Oh, yeah. I guess no one in my class told me because, like I said, because I don't be talking to them. I really don't. Nothing against them. They're all sweet, fine people. They seem lovely. I just don't talk to them. And it's usually because I don't like this class. It's kind of late outside. It's like the end of the day. That's when my headaches come. If I get a headache, it's going to start around that time. And I don't know. It's like, I don't really know what to say. Truly, I just don't know what to say. And so if I don't know what to say, I'll say nothing. Even if they do talk to me first, it's just, if I can't think of a response, is that bad? Like, I wish I thought faster, but I think I must not be as quick on my feet as I think I am. Because sometimes someone will say something to me and I'll be like, oh, cool. And in my head, I'm thinking, say something, say something, say something. But what am I going to say? Say something? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, maybe that's another reason I'm nervous about the whole moving thing. If I move, I'm going to have to start all over with friends, which is going to fucking suck. I do have a friend in Massachusetts. Massive two shits? Is that how you pronounce it? And so that would be fun. But obviously, I'm going to have to find another friend outside of that. And she lives with her boyfriend. And I don't know if you're friends with people with boyfriends. It's a little insufferable. We just need to be real. It just is. Even if you love the boyfriend, it's just like, okay. You know, like those best friends are always the third wheel. They are stronger than me because I've been the third wheel to these two people specifically, and it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. I'm just like, you know, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear. I am farting. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I ate today. I do know falafels. I wonder if it was the falafel. Chickpeas falafel. Maybe it's a falafel. I think it's probably a good thing. There was a time when I wasn't farting like at all, but I also wasn't eating like any protein. So take everything with a grain of salt. You know, more farting, but I think I've been eating more protein, and I think I have more iron because truly and totally, I'm not half as tired as I used to be. I didn't know. I was like, why am I always so tired and miserable? Go over to G today. Pizza rolls. What else? A Red Bull? Bitch, that's not food. That's an energy drink. But no, now I'm perfect. And I don't even need an energy drink most of the time. And sometimes I'll drink like a Coca-Cola. Every once in a while. Or just a cola. If I could just get a cola, then I just do that. Because, yeah. Maybe that's another reason. I think I've been drinking more pop than well, no. The other place I definitely also drank a lot of pop. I need to go back to my no pop era. No pop era, and also eating actual food. And we'll see how much I fart at that point. Because I'm sure bubbly, you know, carbonation stuff, that's literally air inside of you. You need to let it out some way. And I do not burp. Like, you know, people who can go, like, I've never been able to do that, and I still can't. And I think my body is like, well, bitch, we gotta make our way out. Speaking of, here's some sparkling water. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I had to film this to prove to myself that I'm actually taking this whole podcast bullshit seriously. But also, it's like I don't really have much to say right now. Yeah, I was planning on just this next episode. I was going to just talk about the date. But the date never happened, so I really don't have much to say. I did delete all of Hinge and Tinder again. I gave up very easily. I think, okay, that's something to talk about. For me, at least, geez Louise. For me, at least, I truly do think, like, I'm a giver upper. No, I'm not a total giver upper. But, like, in this, I think, okay. In the beginning, there was light. No, in the beginning, there was nothing. And then when it came light, or however it goes. And in the beginning, I would go on dates. Like maybe every other week, I go on a date with someone new, right? Hateful states. So imagine how I felt that was someone new. I wish it was the same guy. You know, I think the most many dates I've had is 3 with the same person. So that's a big deal for me. But I think after that, everyone else, it's only 1. And I'll go on a date. And in my head, I'm like, well, at least I get some free food out of it, you know? Some free dinner, free lunch, whatever. I can take this. The person I went on 3 dates with never got a free meal out of him, except one of our, I think it was our last date? Yeah, he brought oatmeal. We went to see the sunrise, and he had oatmeal, and I don't like oatmeal. So I dumped him. No. But no, I seriously don't like oatmeal. And I'm like, this is the only free meal I get out of you is some oatmeal? Psh, you know, I never finished eating it. Yeah. I just sat there. I was like, oh, thank you so much. We'll set that right down there. Okay. Ooh, the sun's coming out. Whoa, it was so beautiful. It was really chilly outside and really windy. It wasn't crazy about it. So early to watch the sunrise. Oh my God. It would have been cute if I liked him, right? But anyway, so I go on these dates and stuff. And back then, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to find someone. And worst comes to worst, I get free food out of it, right? After that, I kind of got tired. I'm like, oof. This is a lot of work. I'm going to give up again. So I give up. I delete the apps. I'm like, well, maybe we'll find someone outside. No, because everyone outside is looking on their phone. Fine. Let me download the app again. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go on a date, right? I think this was 2 different... Oh, I forgot about this one. This is so awful. So there was this one guy I matched with. We're kind of talking. Nothing interesting, but at least we'll have a date out of it. Because I think the whole texting stage, I'm like, are we learning anything from each other? Let's just see each other in person and then decide if we hate each other or not. So we see each other in person and we schedule a time to go on a date, right? And it's going to be in between 2 classes of mine this day. And is it in between or is it after? I can't remember. But the point is, this was a time when I wore a dress every single day. And the reason I was wearing a dress every single day is because I realized I had so many fucking dresses. I was like, oh my God, Sailor, you have to start wearing these out. Even if it's just to class. Of course, in my head, anytime I buy a dress, I'm thinking, this is so cute. But I'm also thinking, oh, this would be a good picnic date. Oh, this would be a good dinner date. Ooh, this would be a good meeting the parents date. Like, I don't know why my brain goes that way. I wish it would just go, this is very pretty. You should wear something you like. Psh, doing something for myself, please. No, I'm here to fall into the male gaze or whatever it's called. Sorry, I got a text message. And I'm sorry. I know that looks fucking like I'm fucking Gojo right now. And so we're supposed to meet, and I'm wearing this yellow long-ass dress. And it's a little too big because I wanted a size small at H&M. We only had a medium, fine. But the problem is it's a backless dress. So since it's a medium, my ass crack is practically showing. In my head, I'm like, well... But to make it casual, because you can't show up on the first day with your ass crack showing up. Some people... Well, I'm not against it. But it's hard to go to class with your ass hanging out. I'll say that. So I put an oversized jacket in front of it, on top of it, and I'm putting on sneakers. So now this is casual. This is just an outfit, you know. Go to where the date is. I love this place. I eat here all the time, and in my head, I'm like, okay, I'll get some free sandwiches. Okay, this will be fun. Yeah, they have good vegan and vegetarian options. So I go there and I text him. Right? I haven't heard anything from him all day. So part of me is like, I don't want to walk inside and just wait. Because it's a small space when you walk in. It's like they can see you right there. And then if I don't have anywhere, and like a bunch of other college students go there. So I'm like, shoot, if I show up there and he's, if no one's there, this is going to be embarrassing, right? I'm like, this is going to be so fucking embarrassing. So clearly I care about being perceived. This is like the period thing all over again, right? And so... I'm standing in front of the thing and I'm texting him and I'm texting a friend and I'm like, he hasn't said anything. She's like, what? So I call her and I'm like, should I wait or what should I do? She's like, well, maybe like, I don't know how long we wait. At most like this amount of time, like we can't be, oh, that reminds me of something else. Oh my God. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay. So oh my God, they were such fucking losers. I just had to let that out. They were fucking losers. If I could nuke them. And so I'm pacing around until I realize like, oh my God, I've been pacing around for like maybe 10 minutes. I need to go. So I leave and I call her and I'm like, this is so embarrassing. I cannot believe this. And she's like, I cannot believe this. And I'm like, I cannot believe that. And she's like, I cannot believe this. And I'm like, I cannot believe it. And we go back and forth and we're pretty much like, we cannot believe this. And I'm walking literally like this with my hands in the air like, well, I never. Like literally, that's me right now in my little dress. And until later, maybe like 15 minutes later, I finally get a response from him. And I wasn't like, hey, where are you? I just said, hey, I'm here. No response. I'm not crazy. And he says, oh, I'm sorry, they come in to walk. So now I'm like that. Why would... Okay, whatever. Block him. I'm done. Okay. I'm like, all you have to do is tell me beforehand. We didn't have to meet this day. I'm not so desperate for some fucking dick that you like, you know, you're canceling my plans and say my goddamn throat. Like, no. If you had just told me a day before, like if you had told me yesterday, sorry, plans won't happen, they called me, I think I'm gonna walk tomorrow. Or if they called you into walk in the morning, I don't know, whenever they called you in, why wouldn't you just text me? Because now I'm there waiting around like a fucking moron. I'm like, this is disrespect. Just tell me. Just fucking tell me. And that's how I feel about a lot of things. So many things where people just walk all over you. And what am I going to do? Get mad at them? Because then they'll be mad that you're mad. So you can't be mad. So you just block people or you just keep letting them walk all over you. And it's fine. And I have great friendships because of it. Because sometimes I realize it's fine. At least it's good to have a friend. So whatever. And so anyways, block him. Not going to go on the date. Fine. Fine. And I think I'm like, once again, I'm done with Tinder and Hinge and all that stuff. People don't even show up on dates now. I can't do this. Do it again. I give up and then I download it again. And now it's like a Bumble or Tinder or something. And I meet up with this guy and he just wasn't my type. As simply put it, he was not my type. And I feel like I deserve to be with someone that I like, shouldn't I? And I didn't like him. And when the day, and I just also remember thinking, how can he not? It's kind of like you must be talking to yourself all night. Because if you were talking to me, you wouldn't keep trying to like make out with me, right? If you were talking to me, you wouldn't be like, well, I didn't know if you were like gonna take this one step forward or I just sleep over for tonight. Because did I give signs of that vibe? I don't know. I felt in my head, I was like, I don't even think I'm giving back the energy that I like you. Like, whatever. So that whole thing was done. And it was like a whatever night. It was fun. It was like, you know, it was whatever. Literally, whatever. Sometimes I forget about it. And then I deleted. I think I deleted it again because I'm like, he was the only person that I matched with and actually talked to me. So I thought, okay, well, no point on getting back on here, right? So I deleted it again. And then I truly, did I go on it? Yeah, I have not re-downloaded it and actually talked to people again until the most recent date. That still didn't happen. Still didn't fucking happen. Of course, there was like that whole thing when I was talking to a friend and find out later that he did not think of anything as a date and he just wanted to see if I could be his sex buddy. And obviously I am not interested in that. And well, yeah, well, too late now if I changed my mind, right? And so I downloaded the Hinge and the Tinders and all that stuff. And I'm just swiping and I'm liking and I'm noping and I'm liking and I'm noping, I'm liking and noping. And I find this one guy and I'm like, he's cute, he's talking, he's something. He always texts for us and then no response. So now it's always like leaving me like texting last, which made me feel so embarrassed. I'm like, now I'm texting someone and I don't get a response till like 12 hours later. Like, this is embarrassing. But whatever, fine. We have a date coming up. So in my head, I'm like, okay, it's fine. We'll have the dates. We'll meet in real life. And maybe after he sees me and after we like click, if it's a good time, he'll actually text me. Because maybe it's like, oh, I don't need to text someone I don't like. I don't care about, she's just some random bitch off the internet. I didn't ask for your number, but fine, whatever. And so then obviously the date never happened. And how did I find out the date never happened? Did he text me the day before? No. Let's not be ridiculous. That's not what men do. They don't do that. Did he text me maybe the morning of? No, he does not do that either. In fact, at like 2:00 that day, I text him and I'm just like, this is also after he didn't respond to me from last night after he texted me, or not last night, the day before. Because he didn't text me at all the day before the date. So the day before the date, he had said he did something and I said, oh, he's like, I went thrifting with my sister. I'm like, oh, did you get any cute finds? Nothing. 24 hours goes by. Here's nothing. Now it's the day of the date. And so I have to say, looking forward to seeing you now, which means now it looks like I have a double text. Am I overanalyzing, or do you guys see what I'm seeing? So now I'm like, okay, great. Now it's like I double texted you, but I didn't double text you because it's been like over 24 hours. So I'm not the loser here. You're disrespectful. Because sometimes, I'll admit, sometimes there's a disrespectful person and a loser. But right now, I'm like, I'm not being a loser. You're just being disrespectful. Please. And so I'm like, I'm looking forward to seeing you. In my head, I'm like, I pretty much winked at you, right? I pretty much was like, right? That's cute. Looking forward to seeing you tonight. It's like, come on. What do I hear? A response in an hour? No. A response in 2 hours? Maybe? No. A response in like 3 hours? So we're supposed to meet after 7:30 because I told him I have class 5 to 7:30. Wendy and I had something else in the morning. What's the vibe? When do you want to meet? He's like, we can do after class. Works for me. I get text at 5:09. So I'm in class. Same class, actually, when my period had started. Not the same day or anything, but to show how I feel about this class, right? And I get the text, and he's all like, sorry, can't come. My mom planned something for the family. I'm really sorry. I'll just jump off the roof, I guess. Like, your mom didn't tell you that she was making plans yesterday? Your mom didn't tell you the top of the week that there was going to be plans on Thursday? These random plans on a Thursday. Mind you, not Friday, a Thursday, a random day of the week, if you think about it, right? You didn't think, like, I don't know, like, you had no idea these plans were happening? Or, even better, you didn't just tell your mom, actually, Mom, I already have plans. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an adult and I expect other people to be an adult and do things that adults do. But for me, it's when I make plans, I just actually do the actual plans. Even if my mother, you know, who I love so much and she's my mommy or whatever, says she wants me to do something, I'm just like, well, just so you know, I do have plans because I am an adult. Right? And maybe it's because I don't live with my parents. Nothing against living with your parents, actually. It's probably the financially smarter thing to do if you can stand living with your parents. That sounded like a dig. But, yeah, if you can live with your parents, you know, live with your parents. If you can stand it. If you can make it out of there and you don't want to live with your parents, I say make it out of there. And so, the point is, I had, like, did my eyebrows, I shaved, I did everything, I, like, plucked my fucking mustache, okay? I'm putting a little bit of makeup on, but not too much, and I put this outfit on. I didn't even think that was that cute, but I was like, you know what? It's not like guys know what cute is anyways. So I'll just throw this short dress on and call it a day. It's like a sweater dress thing, and I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not like the hottest or cutest thing I've ever worn, but it's like warm enough, and it's somewhat cute, and it's fine because you know what? We're just gonna have this cute little date, and it's gonna be fine, and, you know. And so I'm doing all this stuff, preparing for tonight's date, because already, I told you, I fucking hate dates. So I'm trying to find anything fun about it. I'm like, okay, well, let's do our nails. I didn't do this, but I pushed back my Q-tips. I pushed back my cuticles and, like, filed them and everything so they looked prettier. I'm like, oh, let's find a cute outfit. Oh, let's do our makeup. I haven't worn makeup, like, in months. And I'm like, well, let me put a little bit of makeup on. I didn't even do a full thing of makeup because this interview I went on was so much longer than I thought it was. And it wasn't even an actual interview. It's just, it feels like everybody is just taking up my fucking time. And I truly just don't think I'm being respected. I don't think boys respect me because if they did, they wouldn't just tell me the day of. I had a guy recently, the guy before this guy, who I also matched with on Hinge or something. He was like, oh, can I call you? He calls me. He doesn't call me. He FaceTimes me. I didn't agree to FaceTiming. I agreed to call. Fine. Now I have to try to fix my hair. I still look so bad. I'm breaking out today. And so I answered the phone call. The FaceTime, actually. Oh, his face isn't in it. I guess I won't put my face in it either. That's what he's doing. He's playing fucking video games all the time. I'm trying to talk to him. I feel like, why the hell am I interviewing this guy? This isn't a conversation. Tell me about yourself. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? So eventually, I'm just like, sorry, my mother called. And so now I'm like, oh, sorry, my mother called. Hang up, don't call him back. And I'm like, I'll call you back. And obviously I don't. And then he texts back like, hey, you could have just told me the truth. I thought we were vibing. You thought we were vibing? Are you stupid? You're playing a video game. Why are you talking to someone if you're not gonna actually talk to someone? Why? Like, you thought I was just gonna want to sit on the phone with you? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? You're not hot enough for that. Please, you fucking loser. So stop talking to him, right? And now I'm thinking, oh, this guy, the guy who I was supposed to have a date with yesterday that I didn't have a date with, he also said to my mom. And now as someone who uses my mom as an excuse, I'm like, oh my God, he's using his mom as an excuse. He didn't even want to go on this fucking date. Which, by the way, I didn't ask for my own phone number. I didn't match with myself on Hinge. I didn't put the fucking work on in. So if you didn't want to go on a fucking date, please pull your bars out of your asshole or something. Untuck for me real quick. And let's be for real. Is that what tucking is? Are you putting in your asshole? Where do the bars go when you tuck? Asking, yeah, where do the bars go when you tuck? I truly do wonder that, because a lot of these, and I know this is bad, but I'm going to add this. I know I just said, take the bars out of your asshole and, yada, yada, yada. But I want to add on, I do think more men should tuck. Is that bad? Because in my head, I don't like when you're wearing the sweatpants, whatever, when you're wearing your shorts. I know some people like it. I don't like seeing the dick and bar imprints. I don't like that. Tuck that in. Tuck it in. I don't like seeing it just hanging all willy-nilly there, and you're wearing slacks on top. So I can't wear skirts that goes past that's shorter than my fingernails or whatever it is, when you have the skirt length. But you can go around just swinging your dick willy-nilly. Tuck that in. Yeah. If I was a school, I don't know. We're talking about women being, think about it. When you're in school and all that stuff, oh, well, that's so revealing. Oh, well, that's so this or that. So you're distracting all the boys. Their dicks hanging out of their gym shorts. Tell them to tuck it in. I do truly think that, I think more people should tuck. And outside of drag as well, I think you should tuck when you put on a nice tux or something, because I think the tux looks so good flat. I want to fall in love with. My perfect man is the Ken Barbie doll, okay? I don't mean Ryan Gosling. I mean the doll that is just, I want flat, nothing there. Until I'm ready for it to be taken out. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I know what you guys are thinking. I know you guys are like, well, Sayla, it sounds like you just want to be with someone with a vagina. A lot of things for me to battle inside of my head. Anyways, let me think. Anything else to say? Yeah, I truly do hate all men. I really do think I do. I really do think I do. I really do think I do. I would love to go on Bachelor, except I would love to go on Bachelor so that I can make it to Bachelor in Paradise. Because I think Bachelor in Paradise, I may really find the love of my life. Unless I started my period on one of the days I was in Bachelor in Paradise. Then suddenly I would fucking hate it. You remember the bitch that couldn't poop? What? She couldn't poop? I don't think enough people talked about that. She couldn't poop. They had to surgically remove her shit. That would be me. I know that would be me. And I felt so bad for her because I thought that she was making a super good connection with, what was the guy, a firefighter or something? Yeah. They seemed like a perfect match, actually. Yeah, I'd have to poop. Because as you guys know, now that I'm eating more proteins and stuff, I even fart now. So it's kind of crazy. I can't imagine having that stripped away from me just as soon as it begun. Okay, bitch. I think that means we're done. Thank you so much for watching this video or listening to this podcast. You can listen to Pretend We're on the Phone anywhere you listen to podcasts except Pandora's Box. Because you have to sign something or whatever to upload it there. And I don't know what. I don't feel like reading everything. I'm sure I signed stuff for everything else, but they didn't make you scroll. This one, you have to scroll to the bottom. And now I'm seeing all the words that I'm signing my life away. And it scares me. If you put it in a small little box, in the tiny box, I have to scroll in this tiny small box. Then, no, I'm not going to read that. Sure, let me sign away. If you print in a PDF and you make me scroll to the bottom of the PDF and then hit I agree, Wait a second, this seems a lot more important than I thought it was. Point is, we're not on Pandora's box or Pandora. Pandora, that's what it's called. But does anyone do Pandora anymore? Do you guys listen to Pandora anymore? Pandora was really popular. Spotify killed it, didn't it? I think we are on Spotify. Oh, if we're on Spotify, that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, on anywhere you listen to your podcast except Pandora, I think. Like the main ones. I'm sure you listen to your podcast on like some random third website or something. We're probably not on there. But also, what the fuck are you doing on there? Spotify is literally free. Apple Podcasts is literally free. iHeartRadio. I think I'm on iHeartRadio too. If you're on iHeartRadio. What else? Oh, to the people on YouTube. Thank you. Thumbs up or whatever. Leave a comment. Thumbs down if you think I said something awful or whatever. Educate me. And if you know, this is a fun thing to put in the comments. If you know, where does the dick and balls go when you tuck? Leave that down in the comments. I'm really interested in an answer. I'd like to conduct some research and see if I can find the perfect man. And finally, if you ever match with me on Hinge or Tinder or fucking Bumble, well, I have to text you first? Okay. But if you ever see me on any of those places, and you match with me, just know I don't have a gun against your head. You know, you don't have to match with me if you don't want to. Okay? You really don't have to. Because I'm kind of over it. And, you know, like I'm ever going to download those apps again. Well, watch me. I'm sure I'll have it downloaded again in like 3 months' time. You'll see. Mark my words today. Let's see if in 3 months I've re-downloaded Tinder or Hinge or Bumble. I don't think it's going to be Bumble. Anything else I had to say? Oh, I have an Instagram, Sailor Marie Baby, and this podcast has an Instagram too. If I remember to post on it more, it's called Pretend We're on the Phone. I think that's it. Oh, I have a TikTok, but who cares about TikTok, right? I think I'm going to delete the app, so it doesn't even really matter. Mwah, 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 mwah.